Welcome back to the CX update. Today we're headed to Nashville, Tennessee to CCW. Should be an amazing show. Looking forward to seeing Amplify. They have a bunch of new technologies that I think are going to transform the employee experience for 2024. Going to hook up with Arena CX. And you know, it's 25 years CCW's been doing this. What a great organization. I can't say enough good things about them. And I really am excited for you to be on this journey with me. Let's get on the plane and get over there.
AI is basically the gas in the car.
No one can stop thinking about what generative AI is going to do.
But you don't get that without providing the agents what they need.
So we arrived safe and sound in Nashville. We're here just arriving at the event. The first person I'm going to talk to is Alan Pendleton from Arena CX. Why is Arena CX so important? Well, I'll tell you why it's important to me. It's because Alan is reshaping, redefining the BPO industry worldwide. He had this idea to standardize onboarding legalities, compliance for BPOs around the world. As I've been doing my documentary, Empathy Echoes, in Africa, the Philippines, South America, the United States, it's become abundantly clear that customer service will continue to grow. Hopefully, if I get a chance to, I'll throw some graphs into the video when I edit. Africa, as an example, is emerging, starting to pull ahead of India in terms of the BPO industry. And why is that? It's because there are a lot of people in the world looking for employment. Call centers present a way to rapidly create jobs. It, in fact, almost instantly creates a middle class in areas where BPOs go into communities. So I think that's a very important story that just needs to be told. If you're wondering, I've interviewed agents also from around the world, and they don't see it as anything other than an immense opportunity. It really does change people's lives, old people, young people. So for that reason, I'm very excited to talk to Alan now. Let's go into the event and find Alan.
Hi, I'm Alan Pendleton. I'm the CEO and founder of Arena CX, and we're a contact center marketplace for talent, technology, and transformation.
All right. So you've got some exciting things happening here. CX Hub, what's happening with CX Hub?
CX Hub is an exciting partnership between BroadVoice, which is an innovative UCaaS and CCaaS provider, and Arena CX. And we've joined forces to bring you on-demand CCaaS and on-demand labor under one relationship. They are responsible for the demand generation. CX Hub is their brand. It is brought to you by BroadVoice, but powered by Arena CX. So all the great marketplace competencies that Arena CX has built are available through CX Hub, but it's layered on with the additional market presence of BroadVoice to help bring this to market.
All right, here we are on the floor at CCW Nashville. This is an amazing time for me to break this story. Arena CX, as you know, is transforming the standardization of the BPO industry worldwide. I've been following that story for a while. You just heard from Alan, but I have Tim here from CX Hub that's going to tell you about their new partnership. It's debuting at CCW Nashville. And so without further ado, let's talk to Tim.
This is where CCaaS meets labor. So CX Hub is the first of its kind to be able to provide, right, not only that labor marketplace that we just talked about as well, but also the technology behind that to make sure that when BPOs are operating on behalf of campaigns and customers, that the agents that they're utilizing are using optimized technology, they're trained, right, they're credentialed on, so that way they can drive effectiveness and drive results much quicker, right? So it's a lesser onboarding and ramp up time, right, for a lot of these outsourcing and BPO, right, campaigns they're working off of to ramp up and drive better success in a much faster fashion, leveraging technology they're familiar with as opposed to leveraging technologies where customers may try to dictate, right, leveraging it and learning it where you're not really familiar with that space.
Gotcha. And I saw eTech's logo on the sign. Can you tell me about the connection at eTech?
Yeah, eTech is one of our many labor partners that we have, right? They're one of our stronger partners that we have a solid relationship with, really Arena CX as well. So we have the opportunity with them to work with them closely, right, on labor and staffing opportunities, right? And we wanted them to be a part of this, this launch that we had today here at CCW for CX Hub.
Hi, I'm Judy Ravin, and I'm the president and co-founder of an organization called Accents International. And we're a company whose mission is to create a world where everyone is heard. And we do that in two ways. One, we teach people who speak English as a second language, or we like the term English as an additional language. We teach them English pronunciation, how to pronounce the sounds in English that don't occur in other languages. We also teach people how to understand heavily accented speech, accents that are different than their own, because we all have an accent, right? The goal is not that we sound the same. The goal is that we are very easily understood so that we can speak with impact. So how it relates to the contact center world or customer service representatives is we teach agents who speak English as another language, an additional language, how to pronounce the sounds in English that make their speech powerful, that make their speech clear, that give them impact. This is an agent empowerment tool or an agent empowerment training, workforce development. And one thing that we really love about this program is that we see how when agents speak with greater clarity, greater impact, their confidence soars. And really, confidence equals competence in our world. They are more competent, they feel more competent, they speak with greater impact.
I'm Gloria Felch. I'm co-founder and president of a nonprofit organization committed to intersectional gender parity. By 2025, it's called Take the Lead, taketheleadwomen.com.
And tell me what you're doing here at CCW.
I have had the absolute pleasure of being a keynote speaker for CC Women, and I just had the best time. I am so impressed with the women of this organization, and I hope to be able to come back and stay in touch with them.
And tell me about your mission, your goals, your objectives, your work.
My life has been about gender equality, basically enabling women to have an equal share of whatever life has to offer. So I've done it in a variety of different ways. And currently through Take the Lead, I do training, coaching, role model programs, and thought leadership, which I've developed and created as a result of research that I did for a book called No Excuses, 9 Ways Women Can Change How We Think About Power. So I define power as like having no qualities of its own. You see my little power tool, the hammer right here? It's like a hammer. You could build something with it or you could break something apart. So I start with that and then we move on to give very specific concrete leadership tools and tips and make a plan for how we're going to use them.
Okay, Lee Kemp, Vice President of Customer Experience at Redefine. I argue that CX is easy. That it comes down to those two things. It's listening and acting. And again, you can measure your effectiveness in each of those, but let's not overcomplicate CX, right? It does come down to that. I think the greatest challenge that our CX profession faces is the leadership component. It is, how do you effectively lead your business to do the easy stuff really well? And so again, it's back to the basics. And if you just continue to focus there, you're going to have so much more success for your customers, because at the end of the day, that's what they're going to remember you for. Did you have the products where and when I needed it? Did you keep your commitments? Were you available when I needed you? That's what you remember about a customer. It's not always, oh man, that app was fantastic, or their website is really easy to use. None of that matters if the products don't show up on time and that you can get the answers you need when you need them.
Oh yeah, so DeepGram, we work with a lot of people actually at CCW. They're our partners, some of them are our customers. We're a foundational AI model, meaning we take speech and turn it into data. We have a end-to-end neural network that will take any audio, be it batch or be it like live streaming, and turn it into the actual text that people can use to do things from make voice bots to have live agent assist to just do post-meeting transcription and summaries. A lot of times we talk to people who are saying, oh, we have all these calls and all these call data, but we don't know why customers are calling in. We don't know what they're upset about. We don't know if the agent handled it correctly.
And so we either work with them directly or to try to give the customer a better experience, lower average handle time, do all those things to make it a better experience for the customer.
We've been around since 2017, but we were in different markets. The first market we were in was in the music industry.
I see.
And we're cleaning up the distortion. We then went to motorsports and actually was part of the Indy 500 comms this last year, eliminating the background noise for the drivers so they communicate to the pit crew. But what came out of COVID-19 was a contact center solution that the company saw that was a need for us to actually enhance the customer and agent experience. And so today we have agreements with Genesis, with Five Nines, with TalkDesk, with NICE and Contact, all the major CCaaS vendors to eliminate unwanted background noise.
All right, so there you have it. First of all, it's always amazing to speak to people who recognize me. What Mark is doing is new and transformational for the BPO industry, the call center industry. I think it's particularly interesting that they cleaned up the background noise in the music industry first, the car racing industry. Thank you so much, Mark, for being on the show today. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Thank you.
All right. So tell me what's going on over here at Televista.
Well, a lot of great things. First of all, I'm Steven Ashley. I'm the CEO here at Televista. We're located in Dallas, Texas. Got a few sites in Mexico, Tijuana, Mexicali, to Mexico City, and remote agents everywhere. But a lot of exciting things. Most of our clients are huge, large Fortune 100 clients. But one of the things that also make us happy is when we start a client with 5, 7, 10, 15 people, and we grow those people to 150. And so those are the exciting things. And the other thing is, if no one knows this, the number one person in any BPO or should be is the agent. And that is, I can't tell you how much I really truly believe that. And it almost brings tears to my eyes, but those people are the number one. I was an agent and I started from there. And so anybody can make it happen in the BPO industry. So cheers to that.
There you are from Steven from Televista. He's from Dallas. Me too. It was so nice to talk to him. And just on a side note, I had a chance to talk to him last night in a deep conversation about the agents. And I can honestly say, of all the people I've ever met, he probably cares more about agents than anyone else.
I'm Jackie Peterson. I work at Observe AI as a product marketer, and I'm more on the sales side. So instead of the product launches, we work on a lot of revenue growth. So how can we accelerate deals? How can we help sell the value of Observe AI to prospects and make the intangible tangible?
So what exactly is Observe AI?
Great question. Observe AI is a live conversation intelligence platform. I like to break it down. So conversation intelligence is essentially just transcribing and analyzing 100% of your interactions across any channel. And live is really taking your post-interaction insights and driving things into a live conversation. So if I'm on a call, what's a script that could help me be more effective? What are some prompts or objection handling? Or can I pull up a knowledge AI article to answer that customer question in a faster manner?
I'm River Huerta, the Director of Operations for Bilingual. Bilingual is a company located in 5 locations currently: Colombia, Argentina, Peru, and Miami. And we are a boutique BPO company.
And what kind of services do you provide?
Mainly 2 business units. So we have the customer experience business unit and the language access business unit. In the language access, we handle interpretation, translation, doubling, subtitling, etc.
And why is translation or multilingual capabilities so important to the customer experience industry?
Because you provide access to a world that maybe your clients or your customer, they don't even know they have the chance, right? It's all about, it's a new way of inclusion. Also, you as a client to be able to provide access to language and to support the customer in their own language is a huge difference for the customer experience.
And do you work predominantly with brands or with BPOs?
Both. So we offer also white label solutions for BPO, as well as a B2B type of clients.
Gotcha. So when you work with the BPO, what services do you provide?
Mainly for customer service, customer experience, translation, and interpretation services as well.
And how does it work?
So basically, the BPOs that doesn't have the language capacity look for us to handle the language necessities. For example, I have a BPO, but all my workforce is able to handle English and Spanish interaction, and they don't even know what's the volume for other languages, but they receive contacts in French, for example. So the BPO contact us to a three-way call, and one of our interpreters will handle the French interactions while you are having your agent handling English interactions, and or will be the ones translating.
Okay, so as you know, I've been following this generative AI conversation throughout the customer experience industry for the last year. I'm super excited to always find technologists who are implementing OpenAI and ChatGPT, but I'm particularly looking for companies that do it in a secure environment that's safe for businesses. I've been on the hunt. I tracked down Simon Black, the CEO of Awaken, and they're debuting some really interesting new technologies coming all the way over from Europe. And so I have him. We're going to do a little demo and talk to him about it.
Cheers, Dennis. So what we're using it for now is we have a voice analytics solution post-call. We used to have to build out literally search packs, word packs, whereas now we plugged in ChatGPT. And what it's doing is, rather than building out all of those words to search in your transcripts, you literally just put in a prompt, a search in ChatGPT, and it goes through all of your recordings, automatically brings back the results. It just drives massive efficiencies into your business. It's huge. And we have it on the screen now. So literally, we're taking this whole transcript of one of your calls, we put that into ChatGPT, and it means that now any type of search I want to do will pull back any type of information. So I can now say, which of my agents are doing a great beginning to a call? Put that prompt in, and it will literally just deliver that straight to my fingertips. It's just speeding up the whole world.
All right, so there you have it. ChatGPT, secure environment, helping agents do their jobs better, helping customer experiences everywhere. I'll be following the story more as we move throughout the next year. All right, so that's a wrap. That was CCW Nashville. It was a great show. I really enjoyed seeing everyone there. Special shouts out to the guests at the dinner the other night. It was really fun talking to you. Next week, we'll be at ICMI in Orlando. So until then, thank you. This has been your CX update from Nashville.